Hello everyone, welcome to my Sunday Stock Watch for Sunday, February 2nd and for the week of February 3rd. So first things first, I am going to go over some economic data for this coming week. So on Monday, we do have a couple things going on. I would say ISM manufacturing will be the most important, but honestly not too much data. And then I would also watch out for Fed president speaking. The market may not move too much, but again, still be aware of that. So then Tuesday we have job openings, which will be important, and then factory orders semi-important, and then again we have president speaking or Fed president speaking on housing, so that will also be important. And then we have a couple more Federal Reserve people speaking. This is after the market closes though, so I'm not too worried about those. But again, just be aware and be careful of, if something they say shakes up the market, be cautious during those times. Wednesday, ADP employment will be important, U.S. trade deficit, PMI and ISM, and then some more Fed Reserve people speaking. So again, be cautious. Thursday, initial jobless claims, U.S. productivity, and then some more Federal Reserve people speaking once again. And then Friday will be important. So we have employment report, unemployment rate, hourly wages, consumer sentiment. That'll also be pretty important as well. So we do have a good amount of data for next week. Not too heavy, but something I do want to talk about is currently the markets are down. If you check like ES and Q, those sort of things right now, overnight market is not open. But just looking at these, you could see that we got a pretty massive gap down on ES and NQ. So be aware. This is because of Trump has now placed tariffs, and that's for sure. He's not just talking about doing it. He has now officially done it, and that is making the market drop because this could definitely go either way. It could be good for us, but I do think it's going to take a while to see tariffs actually being helpful to our economy. So, as of right now, I'm not too sure how this is going to turn out, and things could definitely start to get more expensive. But I totally understand what he's trying to do. I just definitely think it'll take a lot of time for it to actually be helpful. So, I guess we'll see. I definitely think tomorrow will be a red day, at least when the market opens up in the morning. We might sell off a little bit and then recover somewhat. That's usually what we do. I do think this is an overreaction though, because nothing has happened just yet. We will see. We will see what happens and what this does to our economy. So next thing I want to take a look at, obviously, let's look at the earnings calendar. Oopsies, that is not where I meant to type that. Okay, I know we do have some good earnings this week, so let's just take a quick look. For my people in premium, I will upload this later today. But yeah, so Monday I'm not really looking for much besides Palantir. After close, that one will be definitely will be interesting. We got a nice bounce on Palantir on Friday, and then obviously towards the end of the day everything kind of sold off a little bit. But big watch for me. Tuesday, PayPal in the morning. I'll be watching that, and then AMD, Google, and then actually Lumen will also be important because Lumen was kind of a dying company, and then they started implementing AI, had investors with AI, so we'll see how their earnings turn out. And then Wednesday, Uber and Disney I'll definitely be watching for, and then aftermarket, Qualcomm, ARM, those will be important to watch for. And then Thursday, not much before open, probably Eli Lilly, and then after market will be definitely Amazon, Pinterest will be a good watch, and then Friday not too much for me. So yeah, that's how we're looking for earnings. Definitely be aware of that, especially when trading tech. Big earnings like these can definitely affect the tech market, so be very cautious, especially AMD. So next thing, so Qs, I am kind of thinking we're gonna open probably around 510 tomorrow, even lower. So again, if we do see a cross below 500, that is going to be a really big deal. So make sure you're watching for that if we even get that low. I don't know if we are, but we haven't been below this 500 level in a good while. So, let's go on the daily. Yeah. So the last time we were kind of below there was in November. So be very cautious for that if we do see Qs below 500. Not the greatest sign in the world, but we'll get through it. But yeah, what I'm looking for is us opening around 510, and then again, we could do the same thing that we've been doing, is the market sells off quite a bit in the morning, and then we start to recover the rest of the day. So then we could see Qs back up around 515. Is what I'm kind of thinking. Even I wouldn't say 520, but around 515. Next thing, let's go over SPY. Same sort of thing with SPY. I mean, constantly we're kind of getting new highs. So, and another thing we haven't really seen below. Ooh, yeah, this one will be tough. Yeah, so we haven't gotten really too far below this 576 area, 575. So be watching for that. If we end up selling off that hard, I think SPY is definitely going to be a little bit more sturdy than Qs will be. Actually, I think overnight just opened. Let me take a quick look. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah, Qs is at 511, which is kind of what I said, 510 area. Wow, Meta is down to 662. SPY is at 592, totally not bad at all. Tesla's at 385. And then obviously MSCI and Coin have gone quite the downtrend. Apple's at 228. All right, so Nvidia's at 115, 114. Wow. All right, so this will definitely be interesting tomorrow to see. All right, so let me go based off of that. So Tesla being now at 385, we could see back into this 370 area. Below there, I don't really think we'll be seeing that. And then if we, again, what I'm talking about, if we do get sort of bounce after we sell off all morning, could see Tesla back at 390 even, maybe 395. So yeah, definitely be watching for that. Nvidia, so we're at 114 right now. I think we could see Nvidia go all the way down to 110, and then looking forward in the future, I think we could get a pretty nice bounce on Nvidia maybe within the next month, again, depending on how crucial these tariffs are going to be. AMD, since we do have earnings, I'm not going to be trading this week, but let's see where we're at with AMD. Probably down a pretty good amount. 112. Ooh, wow. Let's go on the weekly for this one. Okay, so we're at 112. We could probably see down to, I honestly want to say this 100 area. Wow. Okay. So yeah, nice little sell-off to start. If we do go below, if we do go below 112, we could definitely see back down to like 105, 108 on AMD, and then kind of earnings will take the rope with that. We'll see how AMD earnings turn out, what investors think. Meta is at 668 right now, I believe, which is actually not too bad. We could definitely see a nice bounce from this coming maybe the end of this week. So I would like to see back down to around 650 with Meta, and we hold around there. Would be pretty ideal. Next thing, I'm not going to go over Google. Amazon, so with earnings coming, I didn't check Amazon's price, but I assume we're probably around 230 right now. So we could see back down to this 220 area this week, and then with earnings, we'll see. I don't know. Earnings are usually pretty good with Amazon. Usually, again, it's gonna all depend on what investors think. And then next thing I want to take a look at, take a look at this. Probably Broadcom's down quite a bit right now. I would assume almost back to 200 area. So I want to see a hold of 200 and then a nice bounce. If we continue to sell off, in the case that we do, probably won't be looking at this too much. But yeah, I would like to see a hold of 200 and then hold of 205 to see back up to around 215 area. That could be a nice trade. It's basically what happened last week. We saw it down to 200, held 105, and then made a nice bounce up, because I am on the weekly right now. Let's go back to the daily. Yeah, all right, so I think that is mostly all that I'm really taking a look at for next week. Again, you guys have to be super, super cautious going into this. Hopefully you guys did not swing any calls over the weekend. But yeah, again, super, super cautious. Although my assumption is that, we see a nice sell-off through tomorrow morning, and then we get a bounce, and from there, we're back up. But again, super cautious. Don't take too many trades. Don't be in stuff for too long with this type of volatility going on. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions at all.